Each one of you tell me what your favorite song is on our Before It Became After CD and why.
I'd have to say, from a singer's standpoint, it's Words of Honor. I mean, it's kind of a singer's song, and you know.
And what's the deal with that song? That was a latecomer, right?
Latecomer, and really about the only true, well, close to ballad.
In fact, it was beyond late. The CD was done.
Yeah.
Shipped off. Hey, by the way, 2 more songs, guys.
So, I mean, but I really enjoy, but until that point, my favorite song was Theophany, because I get to use my voice as an instrument and sing real high falsetto, but those 2 would be my favorites.
Yeah. How about you, Craig?
Boy, that's really tough, but if I just have to come up with one, I'd say probably Quantum Leapfrog, because of the, well, not that an odd time signature is anything different for this group either, but that song actually kind of rocks, and it's in 5, and everyone's performance on it was real great. That would probably be my pick.
Dan?
It's going to sound like a cop-out, but I don't know if I have a favorite song, really.
There's always one of those guys.
Every one of them is unique. I like the songs I play organ solos on.
They're not loud enough, though.
They're not loud enough.
Quite mixed loud enough.
I can't tell you that, you know, I mean, every single cut is different. I just don't have a favorite. I just like doing them all, and I would especially like playing them all live.
For me, it's Levin. You know, that song stands.
Yeah, how did I know that?
That song stands out for me. The duality of the hardness into the softness and back into the hardness, and then the ending with it makes a complete song that I favor.
That's the all-time weird time signature too. 11/8. Boy, there's a groove for you.
Yeah.
And there's also something else. I'm sorry, were you done?
Well, it's something I never pay attention to is what the time signature is.
I've listened to that CD exactly once, well, twice. And I can't listen to it without little tears coming out of my eyes here, you know. It's just such great music for me to be a part of. And the kind of stuff, I mean, it's us. If I would have heard this CD in 1971, somebody said, "Here, what is that?" And I go, "That sounds like us." You know, because it just sounds like us. And so that, you know, back to that favorite, I don't have a favorite. It just, the whole thing is really incredible.
Well, Dan brings up a point. It really was an emotional experience, I think, once the CD, I mean, we're all busy recording for 9 or 10 months. And then when the final CD mix and you go home and you listen to it, it really was an emotional experience because it's something you just didn't think was ever going to happen. It was a tough time. It was a good time. But it was a very emotional time.
Your creativity has come out again. Maybe it never left, but I have a feeling, maybe, and you can expand on this, that you're more creative right now than you have been maybe the past few years.
Well, I think you're also writing a little bit differently because as you and I have talked, aren't you trying to project what you think we might have done had we stayed together?
Right. Well, when I write this music, I have to place myself, or try to, into the mindset that I was in when I was writing for this band before. You write something, and then you see it become reality. You guys come in, and suddenly it's not just me. Personality gets injected to them, and you guys bring what you bring into it. And then I sit back, and it affects me the same ways it does it everybody else. I don't listen to it as something I wrote. I just listen to it as this piece of music that all these guys made together, and it's really fun.
One thing we wanted to let you know, and I don't know if we've even ever expressed it, but we've been really appreciative of the way you've been really easygoing and really allowed us to kind of express ourselves at our own pace, and I think that really shows in the music. We had a lot of fun doing it that way, but it was all new to us, believe me.
One of the things this band may have that a lot of bands don't, correct me if I'm wrong, is anything is fair game. Anything that you can dream up, we'll try to do.
As long as it's cool.
But that's what
Carrie says, as long as it sounds cool, I don't care.
One of the things I do really like about this group, we have a very, very broad definition of cool. I mean, there's a lot of different things going on this CD that we've made, and we all like all of it. You know, we could go any number of all these different directions, and almost eclectic almost doesn't cover it. to truly be progressive, you got to, you know, like they say on Star Trek, go where no man's gone before. And I think we've kind of, but above all, you know, you're asking me what I think about this music. Almost above anything else, I just marvel that you can go get these guys that haven't touched this for 30 years and play what you guys have played and sing what you've sung. It's just, it's phenomenal. That,
We must have been pretty good.
I mean, I've been playing for 30 years.
I don't know, we can't hear you.
I don't know why I bothered. I'm no better. Now, after 30, I mean, I might as well have taken 30 years off. Still done just as well.
I don't know.
Believe me, you don't want to do that. But one thing that does hit me that I had a lot of fun with, I think everyone did, is there'd be a part, and maybe you wrote it, and maybe it was just a space, and you said, John, come up with something. And so we had an opportunity to improvise through that part, and you would come back and say, well, you know, that's not really what I had in mind, but that's pretty cool. Let's go with it.
That's really what makes the whole thing click.
Yeah, so that's
Click, we're done.